explain the lack of energy, I suppose, from the opening, the start of the game?
Yeah, I'd say we almost we tried to be a bit too smart, and our scout was correct, but we weren't ready for it. So the way we played defence was not us, and that was something that the coaches put in place, and it took the girls out of what they normally do.
So why did you go that path?
Because we saw that their movement, their motion offence, the way they played was quite efficient, and we thought, well, some teams have had some success at playing this style of defence against them, so we're going to look at that. And it took us away from our Lynx brand of basketball.
So you're taking responsibility for
absolutely. Yeah, and then we tried, probably, was it mid-second quarter, we said, no, we'll get out of this, and we're going to play it this way. But we'd already given them a great lead into the game. You know, they're 15 up, they're feeling great about themselves. Now the ball is moving around and they feel relaxed, because if the ball gets there, it doesn't really matter. What's a turnover or two mean? They're still going to be in front by double figures, so they're taking calculated risks that were coming off. They got people that don't normally shoot the ball who were shooting the ball. You know, they didn't really care because they'd had such a significant lead, and we took all that pressure off them. And we're a pressure basketball team. We've shown that in the last 6 games, and yeah, we played too smart for ourselves, and that was a coaching issue.
Is that why they got some narrow shots?
Absolutely. Yeah, we were switching. We were running a switching defence, and we were switching pretty much everything, but we weren't getting to anybody. So, and we weren't creating any discomfort for them. And that's the sort of team that we've been. We've been a team that creates an enormous level of discomfort for the opposition, and we gave them no discomfort.
Did it feel confusing out there based on what he's just said there?
Yeah, we were a little bit. I mean, we talked about implementing this type of defence, and we obviously just weren't up to scratch with doing that and implementing it against a quality team like Melbourne. They kind of came out and did some things we weren't really prepared for. In terms, we had prepared one way for one set of things, and they kind of went a little bit away from that, and it just kind of threw us, and we were playing really passive, which isn't our style of defence. And as Andy said, we kind of let them get into a groove, and when you let a team like that get into a groove early, it's hard to get them back out of it. So, you know, we changed some things around in the second half defensively, and we were a little bit better, but we're in too much of a hole to get back out.
It's a bit of a smack in the face where you go, this is reality. If you don't play the way you want to play, that can be the result.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just learning. You know, we've been doing pretty well, so it's a reality check for us, and we're going to learn from it, and we'll sit down and watch video, and we'll see where we were stuffing up, and we'll get back on the training court and try and get better at it.
Was it like energy? Did you feel tired out there, or was it just confusion sort of thing?
I think it's a bit of everything. Sometimes when you're switching, if you switch too passively, you just become really passive. Whereas if you do something like trapping an on ball, you can see a team get really energised from it. And so we usually trap on balls and that type of thing, and I think that helps us get a bit of energy and a bit of momentum to go the other way. And so our switching, while it can be aggressive, we were really passive. And so they were just walking in, shooting the ball on our switches, doing whatever they kind of wanted, and that's not what we wanted or what we should have been doing. And yeah, it was just too passive.
You talk about brands a lot in sport. Is it a brand? Is it a reinforcement that your brand is X and that's what you do really, really well?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what Andy was saying too. Yeah, we shouldn't have gone away from.
Yeah.
But again, it happens, and it was a solid game plan, and we discussed it throughout the week, and we'll learn from it.
Yeah, injury-wise, obviously without Swags, Lauren played almost 20 minutes or so, and Charlotte. How much of a battle is it at the moment just getting squads together and trying to work your rotations and getting everyone out of court at the right time and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, look, it was all at sea tonight because we're down a significant number of team members. You know, Lauren's still just coming back into some form and some game fitness and some game speed. Obviously, Shiloh's out, Swag's out, and Swags has been a big cog for us so far. And even if she isn't, well, she's a valuable person inside the rotation. And so that also led me to think, yeah, maybe this is a good idea to go into this switching style because, you know, we probably don't have the legs to be able to last the game in a pressure situation. And so, you know, you want 10 fit players ready to go and ready to work your game plan. At the moment, we sit with like 7.5 sort of thing, you know, with Lauren being the half. And so it played with my head and, you know, I shouldn't have let it. I should have stayed on top of the game style we've got and win, lose, draw on that. But, you know, when you talk about the brand, yeah, I think we've established it. We've recruited it. We trained for it. And then we went away from it. No, it doesn't make sense.
How is Swags? How long do you get a chance to get her back next week?
Yeah, we'd love to have her back on the floor next week. And she's on track to be there. We just hope there's no setback.
After having 6 wins in a row, does having a game like this sort of give you a kick in the butt, or like, you know, it's hard to just keep winning without having to adjust or anything like that? Is this sort of
Yeah, well, this was almost a failure on my behalf rather than an adjustment or a reality check. This was, I held back. You know, we've got a whole bunch of, you know, thoroughbreds, and I pulled the reins back on them, and you know, and they floundered with that. So, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
You
Thank you.